So today I'm going to show you how to make a shabby chic angel. And we're going to be making this angel with beaded legs and a nice little skirt and arms and wings and beautiful angel hair. So if you want to know how this is done, just keep watching. Okay, so let me show you the materials that I used to create these angels. So you need a sheet of paper to make this shape here. That's the body of the angel. You also need some felt for the body and the wings. You need some stuff like felt or leftover felt or whatever to stuff your angel with. You need some lace to create the arms. You're going to need some lace to cover the top of the angel and some lace to create the skirt and some to decorate the back and some lace to do the wings of the angel. You need a large bead or a styrofoam to create the head. You're also going to need a piece of this. This is some oh, what do you call it? I'm going to check the name of this, but it's really soft. It's almost like felt, but it's not. And I don't know the name in even in Norwegian at the moment. So, and you're going to wrap your bead in this, and then you need some like t-shirt fabric, like cotton, to cover the head and to give the nice facial color. I tea dyed this. And you will need another piece of this felt like fabric to make the arms. If you don't have this fabric, you can use thin felt for this. And you are going to need some fibers or something for the hair. You're going to need a piece of string. You're going to need some thread and a needle. And you're going to need some beads and bead caps to create the legs of the angel. And you're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a lighter or something to, go around the edges of your lace to keep it from fraying. And you're going to need a glue gun. So that's what I used to create this angel. So now let's start with the head. Okay, so like I said, start covering your bead or your styrofoam with this felt like fabric, and just try to at least keep one side without these wrinkles, and that will be the face of your doll. The back side will be covered in angel hair anyway. So, and then you put this fabric here on top and do the same. Try to keep the least amount of wrinkles on your angel's face. Then you cut your piece of string and you just tie around the neck like so. So you have now one long end of string and one shorter one, and you do a double knot so that it doesn't move around too much. I use my mouth, sorry. I use my mouth and I bite this end to tighten it. Then you just let this short end hang down here, and you just twist this very tightly around, just a couple of rounds, and then you tie it at the bottom Okay, like so. Oops, this is why I use my mouth. Like this, and you just do a double knot here as well. Okay, let's see. I have one long nail actually too, and that makes everything hard for me because I'm used to having such short nails. I have to cut these, I guess. Yeah, that's the head of the angel, okay? And now we're going to do the arms. And again, I'm finding my felt-like fabric, and I'm going to use my glue gun for this. And what you will do first is that you need it. You're going to cut this piece in two, and you're going to roll like a sausage shape. Like this. You just start and you roll it a little bit tight, and then you put your glue along here, and you give it another roll, and you just hold it until the glue is dry, and then you can just go another round, and then you do it again. Glue, and here we are. So how wide is it? Half an inch wide, approximately. Cut off the ends and just cut it in half. This is now about 2 inches long. Okay, here are the arms, here's the head. Put it somewhere that you can find it again. And let's make the body. So you fold your paper in half, and you pick up your pencil or your pen, and you just draw a shape like so. And then you don't do it in this end. Of course you do it in this end. And this is no like science stuff, so just do it approximately. And then you cut. And then you look at it. And my original shape is here. And you can see, wow, it's pretty much the same actually. And if you're not happy with how the shape is, if you want it to be more narrow at the bottom, then make it more narrow. Just cut off a little bit here, and it will be more narrow. And if you want it rounder at the top, you know what I mean. So just do this until you have a shape you're happy with. And this shape is as long as so this 3.5 inches long, tall. Okay, so the body is approximately 3.5 inches. And if you want to keep it the same proportion as I have, then you just measure out 3.5 inches, and you make sure you start and end at those 3.5 inches. So that's how you make the body shape. And then you have your piece of felt, which is also folded in half. And then you just attach this with like a stick pin or a needle or whatever. I am using a gigantic needle, which is overkill. Okay, so then I just cut around my shape, and this is actually what I do too. I'm not taking any shortcuts or anything. Just keep it simple. Then you'll make many angels instead of just one and go crazy. And as you can see, this is, you don't have to be so totally accurate to make a pretty angel, because you're going to cover this up with lace and everything anyway. So this is my shape for the body. So that's that far. And you will also, and now it's time to attach the body shape to the head. And we just snip off the top part because it has to go around the angel's neck like so. And then you just take your glue gun and you go about halfway around and make sure you have the pretty face side front. Okay, because this is going to be front. This is back. As you can see, not as pretty. And we just glue this. Be careful so you don't burn yourself on your glue gun. I do that all the time. Ouch. Like this. So now it's starting to become an angel. And what we're going to do now is we're going to glue down the sides here, because this will be part of the stuffing. So just go little by little and press all the way on the edge, right, like so, and press. I hope I'm in frame. And on the other side, the first part. This is no problem because this you just cut afterwards. And then all the way down. Okay. So here is what it looks like. Now we're going to stuff it. And I have some more of the felt-like fabric that's a little bit softer than the felt that I have. I'm sure there's different qualities of felt. And I just put this. And if you like need more stuffing up there, the rest of the fabric from the head will go. You see, I didn't manage to glue it completely here, so I have to go again and do this. This will be okay now. And then I just put stuff inside here. You don't need so much because you don't want it to be like completely round. So can you see now what it looks like? And then we're just going to glue shut here. So not too much stuff inside, just so that it gets like a little fullness to it, like so. Okay, so now a little bit more fun. We're going to do the legs first, because the legs will be attached here. I'm going to take my needle and thread. I'm using, I have no idea, it's quite tough. If you have beading thread or something, I think that would be nice. If you don't, then just double your thread. And you need a little bit of length to it, and just thread your needle. Then you tie a knot at the end of your thread, and then you go, you see the middle part here will be like there, and you just go like a little bit more than 1/4 inch out from the middle. Oops. Like this. And it's not important if you go from the front or from the back. That doesn't really matter. So you just do a stitch through, and then we're going to thread our beads. And when we thread our beads, we're going to start with a large bead, or not that large. We start with, this is like an 8mm, I think, at the top. This, then I continue with like a 12mm bead here. And then I'm going to go gradually down. So I will do like a 10mm bead. I'm going to do another one of those glass beads, and you just use the beads that you have. You don't have to vary them. If you just have one type of beads, just use one type of beads. not to worry. And here, and then, oops, I'm going to use a bead cap. Down there, like this. And then I want to have a crystal. This is a teardrop bead. Okay, so I think this is long enough. And then I just finish with a smaller bead, like a 4mm bead. You can use any kind that you want. I will go for a cream colored or a little bit golden one, I think. Yeah, I have two. I need one for the other leg too. That's why I picked up two. So what I do is I pick up that bead, I thread it, blue strings. Okay, so now you can see this is her foot, and then I just go up through that teardrop bead. I don't go through this because then it would fall off, but I go through this one. But what I need to do is I need to tighten it as much as I can. I just hold here and I poke my needle through. Doesn't matter if it goes through the second bead as well, as long as it's the needle is long enough. That's what's important. Okay, here. So I got it through, and then I just pull, and I pull it, oops, as tight as I can, and then I will just tighten it by holding this and pulling this. So hold the large bead and pull, and then you will see it's nice and tight. Then I go, oh, sorry, I go through the other beads as well, all the way up. So I start with this, and I just put my needle through. And then through the last two beads, like so. Now I'm all the way up. Then I go through here, and I just put my needle through the loop and tighten, and then your foot, or the foot of the angel, will hang really nice. And then you just secure the thread by doing a couple. So I need some more glue for my glue gun, and I just put a dab of glue in the center here, and I put the lace down. Oops, not that far up, like this. And then I attach it to the side here. And here. And just use your scraps of lace and whatever lace you want to use for this. And then you can just run it down the side here. Remember, if you have a high temperature glue gun, be careful, guys. Okay, I have a low temperature. Actually, you can choose. I have it on high, but it's still not as high, I think, as the industrial ones. So can you see this? Yeah. Now, before I attach the wings, I want to do the angel's skirt, and it's nice to have some ruffles, I think. So now what you need to consider is how much do you want to show the feet or the legs. So I just go up here, I think, because I want this much to show, and then I just attach a little of it down here, and if I pull this is elastic, and if I pull it a little, then the skirt will go more out down there. And again, I'm gluing it, and now that I can see how much I need to get all the way around, then I cut so that I don't waste too much of this pretty lace. My lighter, and if I burn it, my lace on the top of the flame, it will come black, but if I burn it down here, it doesn't change the color of the lace. And I just do the edge at the same time, now that I remember, so that it's done and won't fray. Okay, so let's close this up like so, and then I will just go down here to the end of the skirt with a little bit of glue and close it up. Okay, so here's a pretty dress and wings. Okay, so I want to use this lace, and then I grab my felt that I used for the body. This is the thick felt, and then I just cut out the pieces that I want to use as wings. And fortunately, you can always use scraps of lace for other projects, otherwise this would be killing me. I'm cutting into this beautiful lace. This lace is from Trésor de Luxe, and her shop is on Etsy, and I will link to it below. She has got gorgeous laces, guys. Ooh la la. So I highly recommend a trip there to get some beautiful lace for wings, and you can cut them apart and use them as appliques. Look at this. This piece will be left over. So one more. If you're going to burn the edges of your lace, make sure it's synthetic lace, that it melts, because otherwise it will just catch fire if it's cotton and stuff, I think. So again, use the bottom part of the flame and be pretty quick like this. Beautiful wings. Now what you do now, you make sure that you put glue on the bad side of the lace, because the lace has got a shiny side and a matte side. And then we just start putting our glue here, and if you can see this, just randomly here and secure it. So you don't want it to be flapping about too much, but you also don't want your glue to go all the way to the end, because you will be cutting around this. Make sure you don't cut your lace. If you wonder what kind of a scissor this is, it's Tonic scissors, and they are called Spring Cut. You see the back and the front. I'm going to do exactly the same with this, and you don't need to watch me do this twice. Okay, so here are the wings, and let's attach those, and you just place them how you want them. Just look at the head, okay, so that you get them even. And if you want them to be all the way down, remember there's going to be hands here and arms, or if you want them more out, you do what you want. Okay, I like this, I think. So I'm just holding it with my finger, and I'm putting a little dab of glue here, just for making sure I place it where I want it. And then I add some more glue. And as you can see, you will just see the felt on the back like this. And then for the other one, then I just put some glue, and I try to see that I place it so that the gap here is the same on both sides, like so. Okay, she's got wings. So you're going to, or I am at least going to add a lot of hair here, but I'm going to use my flower trim piece, which is this, over here, just to cover the back here a little. And we just add it like this so that the dangles are part of the decoration. You see the dangles on the back here. So just attach it at the top and on the wings like this. Now it's a nice finished back. Of course, you could put lace on the back as well here, either the same lace or some other lace to cover this up, but I don't mind this. I don't think it looks ugly at all. And I'm going to hang my angel so that the face shows, and I think the back is nice enough as is. So let's move to do the arms. I have chosen this circular lace here that Fiona, hi Fiona, Jennings644, she gave me this in a rack, and I just cut a piece, and this is cotton, so I'm not going to burn this. So I have two, and then I want, oh sorry, I just have to take away some of the glue from my fingers. Then I want the nice part here, the scalloped part, to be the bottom, and I'm folding it in so that it becomes like more of a triangular shape. Okay, so go in like so and in like so. And on the back here, you put a dab of glue there, so like this, and the arm is going here. So you do the same thing. You make sure the scallop line, and of course the front and back I had to check. I did it wrong. You have to check that you get the right side up. So I have to fold it, and then the glue. Now it looks like I'm making 3 arms, guys, but I'm just making 2. I just have to correct the first one like this, and then the other fold in and fold in, and you have the triangular shape, and you just hold it and glue it like that. Okay, so here are the arms, and you will attach the arms here. So just put a dab of glue and press it down. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I lost the footage of me, or the film, showing how I put down the arms, but I'll show you. You have these little sausages, and you make sure that this seam goes down so that you cannot see those, and you just pick up your angel and you just put them in here, and then you place them like this. The same on this side. And then you attach half back flat back pearls on the ends using your glue gun, and then you just fix the arm here, and you glue it down so that it folds nicely around the hands of the angel. So that's how that was done. Yeah, now we're going to do the hair, and I have this fiber. I have no idea what this is called. I just found it at the shop, and it looks like this. And if you if you pull it, it will come apart like so. And it makes really nice angel pearls and stuff. So what I do is I just try and see how much I want to show from her face. Okay, and then I will start gluing down here. Make sure you don't put glue in what is her face. It's better to be a little bit further up than too much down, because you can always add some fibers. Okay, and I just go all the way around like so, and this thread is like totally awesome to use for this. You see, I can just go around and around in a circle, and the glue doesn't show at all. So okay, and I want her to have a ponytail and a pretty long one, so I just leave that part. Then I just start cutting pieces like this, and I glue them down to here, and that's how she gets her pretty hair. And once you're happy with the amount of hair, you just stop. I need another piece, I think. Okay, then I want to have a bow back there, and I just need a piece of thread first. I leave my thread under the hair. I put the hair over, and I tie this into a knot. And then you can check from the sides and everything if you're happy with how things look before you just, do the final bit. So I'm happy with this, and I just do a double knot if I can with all the glue on my fingers. Like this. And then if you have a bow it easy, you can tie a bow, or you can just, you have a finished one like I do, then you can use a finished one. So here is the bow that I'm going to use. I just put some glue on it, and I attach it back here. So that's the little angel. Now you can embellish how much and how little you like. If you want to do a face on her, you can do a face on her. I don't want that. So, but I think maybe I will just make her face a little bit smaller by putting another bit of hair. Will I? Yeah. Just her forehead. It was pretty high up. me and glue. Like so. Just need to cut off a little bit of excess here. And I forgot to show you, if you want to hang your angel, or have your angel hanging, sorry, sounded horrible, and then you can just use some thread, or you can use lace and just glue on the top of her head, but I use thread, I think. You can also use invisible thread that you can buy from like quilting shops. Then, because this is fabric here, then you can just poke your needle through like so, and you tie a knot up, and then you will have your angel hanging like this. Now I'm happy with her. So that's my little angel, and I hope you like my tutorial. I hope you will give it a try. These are really fun to make, and I think they turn out so pretty. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish everyone a wonderful day. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.